All right. So last but not least, way the Oscars. The Oscars. Yes. Last night I was recording was the 92nd Academy Awards, which I found out today at the time I was recording was the has the lowest viewing of that ceremony in in history right now.
Okay, yeah, I ain't
Yeah,
surprised.
not a lot of people actually stuck around this. And I guess well before we get in, you know what I mean, I could kind of understand why. I guess it's mainly because of the snubs that like for the awards, like see Adam Sandler for for Uncut Gems. What else? Movies like Midsummer, Dolomite is My Name, you know, being snubbed and whatnot. Not enough, well, no, I should say, female directors, you know, being
Yeah,
nominated and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel it was just the probably like a backlash of the nominations, you know what I mean? Well, the nominees, I should
probably.
say, led to that. But I don't know, but and maybe because there wasn't a host this year, which I would, in this year's defense, I think works very,
Right.
very well though. I think that the mere fact that we had no hosts just sped things up along there. I mean, we actually started it earlier, so instead of it starting, well, we get to see it 9:30. Well, we with this year we got to see it 9 p.m. right? But yeah,
Right.
just the mere fact that they started a half hour earlier because they just went on for about 3 hours, or 3 hours and a little change basically with commercials. Yeah, it just ran smoothly in my opinion. There were
Yeah.
little to no hiccups. Like, ever so often a presenter will come or somebody will come and do some kind of stuff, and you just
I
be
see
like, all
problem at
right,
times. I
okay, why? You know what I mean?
do you think it had too much? It had too much improv.
Yeah,
It's
like there was this one guy in the example. Like I don't know where he's from. I don't know if he's going to be in that. I forgot the name of the musical, but that one that Lynn, what's his face, the
Manuel Miranda. Yeah.
right him, and he was doing like this freestyle basically with with oh gosh this guy from the Roots, Questlove. He
Right.
was doing some DJing stuff, and I swear I know the beat that he was playing there. Like I think that's a Roots song that he was playing there. But yeah, there was this odd freestyle that he was doing, kind of like him recapping what went on for the past hour and a half. I'm like, bro, what's all this? What's
Yeah.
all
Exactly.
this?
I think like they had Eminem they doing Lose Yourself. I was like, wait, what? Why don't you just go and
Yeah,
lose?
yeah, yeah, and it catch me by surprise, sir, because they would. It's how they set it up, right? Okay, well, it's about music and how music defines sorry, how music defines a show, right? So you're
Yeah.
seeing like this montage, nice montage, right? And then you hear well, the intro to Lose Yourself, but you're hearing violence there. It's like, all right, this is cool, okay, well, you're in violence, right? They pay respect to M, okay, cool. But then I find it was lingering on the shot of him, well, in the bathroom where well, if you remember the movie 8 Mile, still the
Right.
best rap movie ever, where he was getting ready to go into the battle there. It's like, all right, they're still going along with it. Okay, okay, okay. And then they end it off with a scene from Deliverance, right? Great movie. And then all of a sudden, I see M come on stage. You see this full orchestra behind him. I'm like, okay, the man gonna do Lose Yourself. All right. Caught everybody by surprise. Was funny too. Like I made mention of it on Facebook, on Twitter. Billie Eilish, right, who
But
performed
yeah, yeah.
for the in memoriam sequence, is like her reaction to it was just like, what? Okay.
Yeah. So she had that reaction, another reaction to Maya Rudolph and them doing
Yeah,
doing something.
Kristen Wiig. Yeah, yeah. Just this
Yeah.
kind of what the hell is this trend? And yeah,
Yeah.
that is like a big meme right now, Jen. Like her facial reaction to them, and this is around
Yeah.
the moment where they just start to just start to sing songs about clothes. Yeah, cause about best costume designer. So he started talking. Well, he mentioned Madonna's Vogue, Tong Song, My Adidas. And okay, I mean, I like them as comedians and whatnot, but it was just like, what, why, how?
Yeah, that's stuff.
I mean,
Yeah. No, they
alas,
had too much improv crap, like a
yeah,
certain nonsense now, and I felt that waste time. I find,
yeah.
and
One
that's
that really brought it down for me, one that I generally didn't care for, well, unfortunately, was Will Ferrell and Julia Louis Dreyfus.
right.
And like the improv they were doing, where it's like, oh well, a cinematographer knocks on the door, we have the trailer to tell the talent that they're ready. Like, wait a minute, that's not what a cinematographer does. I'm like,
Yeah, it's not bullshit here.
or they're funnier than this, shit. Will
Yeah,
Ferrell is
exactly.
funnier than this. Why? Why? But yeah,
Yeah.
those moments really drag things down, and I don't know. I don't know if that's the reason why it had low viewership. I think it was just prior to all that because of the snubs and whatnot. But hey, so just right. So well, one thing I just want to mention too, also before we get to the winners, right? Did not expect to see Janelle Monáe open it up. I thought it was
Yeah.
cool that she was paying respect to the nominees nominated films that got sorry to the films that were snubbed. So like she like this great moment where she came in with the flower dress from Midsummer. I thought that was
Right.
really cool. Yes, there was a wardrobe malfunction. Some people made mention of it, but oh gosh, man, it was just a button. Just it was
Right.
just a
Oh.
button. That was all it was. Whatever. But yeah, she was fantastic in it. And in my head, I was like, if it were up to me, she could have hosted this whole thing. It'd be similar to, like to how
I
Alicia
was, yeah,
Keys
yeah. If we
hosted
could do a
the
host,
Grammys. So.
exactly. If we could have a host, it could have probably be she. Could have pick a couple of people. I find it could have. I find the hosting. Here's the problem. If you're doing the host, if you're leaving out the hosting, then speed that shit up as much as you can. But the thing is, we had no host, and then he had all these improv moments now, which I find
Yeah.
was annoying. I hated it.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, one of the better ones, although I have a feeling you might disagree, was right after Janelle Monáe's performance, Chris Rock and Steve Martin. I thought that
yeah, yeah,
they were great on screen. The jokes they were cracking. The joke that they make where they mention vaginas, that was on point. I love that they actually had the balls, haha, right, to see that. But
right,
yeah,
right.
they were kind of going on, and I was like, all right, stop, just make the
Yeah,
announcement, please. Come on, go.
exactly. That's the thing. Tell her one joke, move on now. I find that's money issue with it, but I was fine.
Yeah. Right. So from there now, well, we're not gonna go in order, right? But just from what I remember, so what? Well, the first nomination they had there was best supporting actor, which
Right,
just so happened to like it turned out to be my second runner-up, which was Brad Pitt, right, for Once
right,
Upon a Time
right,
in
right.
Hollywood. And after having watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, a second time before the awards, I was like, yeah, this is very well deserved. And I mean, this is his first ever Oscar
Win.
win as an actor. I mean,
Yeah,
that's like a
yeah,
real big deal there. So yeah, I could not be more proud of him. I actually, in retrospect, I was satisfied with like just nearly all of the winners here. There were
yeah. I
none
find
that
this
were
is
like
yeah.
upsets really.
I was about to mention that. I think this is one of the more meritocratic award shows in a while.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
that
where like it
it
was
has
nothing
been a
that was
while.
like no like remember like last time we were complaining about Rhapsody winning best sound
Yeah,
editing and
exactly.
mixing,
No, I find
uh Green
I
Room
still
winning best picture. It's like none of
I
that this
still
year, man.
think Emma Stone winning is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, for for La La Land. Like, dude,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna let that go at all, boy.
But she was the thing is, listen, it would have been like if she is second or third, that fine. She was literally the worst in my opinion. She was the worst, and she win. I was like, holy shit, how?
Because
Whatever.
she had chemistry with Ryan Gosling. I don't know.
God, it's atrocious, dog.
Ugh.
Anyway,
Anyway,
uh,
so you'll just kind of run it through. Well, pretty much in the order that we mentioned it last time when we did our Pixar predictions, right? So best visual effects, of course, 1917 one. That was obvious.
right.
The yeah. I was really proud. I was really glad that one in particular. Costume design, Little Women, duh, right?
Right, right.
Yeah, that was a duh
Yeah,
moment for me.
yeah. Most of that weekend, I don't know who was my. I can't remember my pick for that.
Uh, yeah, well, the others were Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That was my runner-up. We had Joker, Jojo Rabbit,
Right,
and The
right, right.
Irishman.
Nah, nah, yeah, right. So yeah,
Yeah.
little women, yeah,
Oh, and slight detour. Speaking of Irishman, mate.
yeah. You say
No wins, mate.
yeah, nothing. I ain't, I
Nothing,
don't
mate.
expect it to win anything. Given, like I know it'll get like it'll be close for everybody, but I didn't expect it to win anything.
But at least no. Okay, so I'm glad that all the other nominees for Best Picture got
Yeah,
at
everything
least
else was
at least one award, right? But still, for Irishman, give it something to like maybe I
no.
don't know, like a production design, maybe a
And I
costume
didn't.
design, maybe just
That's the thing.
one
That's the thing.
award.
Irishman. Irishman do a lot of things good, but in no category it better than anybody.
Well, true. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, to Scorsese's defense, I mean, the movie doesn't win a bunch of awards anyway, like Golden Globes and shit. So it's just like, well,
Right.
fine, whatever. But you know what I mean? At least he got acknowledged by a particular director. I'll get to that in a little bit.
Right.
Right. So best makeup in here, Bombshell. I was rooting for that.
Right.
Original song, I'm Gonna Love Me Again from Rocket Man. Much deserved
Right.
though.
Yeah.
I
That's
did
right.
really enjoy Cynthia Erivo's rendition of Stand Up. I mean, it's just such a great song, even though I haven't seen the movie. But yeah, her performance was great though. And yeah, actually, like Randy Newman's I Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away. You know, his performance of it was really cool. Into the Unknown, here's the thing with that song, right? Because I haven't seen Frozen 2. I think I will enjoy the song more if I actually saw the film, like in the context of the film. Because I
Well,
just
my
see
thing is
about,
that
well, basically, well, what was cool with that performance, by the way, is that you saw it was pretty much multilingual. So you saw a bunch of different
yeah,
singers from different countries singing. It's like, okay, that's cool. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it was too much like Let It Go for me. Like it's still a good song, but like it's too much like Let It Go.
Okay, I find it's a little bit more Broadway, like a little bit more dramatic, the way how the
Right.
song
But
is
you gotta, you
paced.
gotta
You
hear
know
it.
what
You gotta hear it in the
I mean? In
movie.
the film,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the
Yeah.
film is song like to me it's a lot like Let It Go.
Okay. All right, so original score, of course, Joker won. I mean
Right.
that just the team for that movie alone, might just still just gives me chills though. And yeah, if you haven't checked out the soundtrack, you really should though. It's unsettling, but I mean it just fits perfectly with the Joker, right?
Right.
Production design. So glad that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood won. That was my pick. My
Right.
runner up was The Irishman, and yeah, in retrospect,
Right.
I would have liked it if The Irishman won. Like I say, just give it something, just give it a little something. You know what I mean? Like anyway, sound editing. You were right with your pick for Ford v Ferrari. That was much
Right.
deserved, in
Yeah.
my
No
opinion.
surprise. No surprise. Yeah.
Yeah. Also sound mixing. Well, that went to 1917. Much deserved there.
Right.
Best short film live action. We haven't seen any. That would be The Neighbor's Window. Hopefully, we'll get to see
Right.
that someday. Of course, best animated short film, Here Love. That was great.
Yeah. Love him.
I like that they
Surprise.
made mention of that kid from high school. I forgot his name, who apparently got in trouble because he was rocking dreads or something like that. I think
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was
Yeah. Yeah.
like, yeah. After look up more information on that. Best film editing, Ford v Ferrari, but I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
no
word,
surprise. No
okay.
surprise. No surprise. No surprise.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it was a well edited film, but I thought they would have given it to, well, like I said, The Irishman, because of the
Right. Okay.
whole period piece vibe of things, right? But yeah,
Right.
it was well deserved though. I believe it was either for that. So yeah, so basically, Ford v Ferrari won 2 awards basically with editing, right? So
Yeah.
props.
Yeah.
But I think it was either for sound mixing or editing. One of the guys who went up mentioned about how this is the last film released by 20th Century Fox. And
Right.
one of my
Yeah.
friends on Facebook was saying that's probably like a subtle jab at Disney. You know what I mean? Because Disney pretty much bought out. Did they buy out
Well, we
or?
know. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
We know.
right. So maybe it is. I don't know. Best international feature film, of course, Parasite. That came
Right.
as no surprise. I was really glad that it won.
And this the
Um,
first time calling it. When did they start calling it international feature instead
this
of
year actually,
foreign
this year is the first
language?
time.
Right. Yeah. Which is
Yeah.
I prefer it instead of calling it foreign language. You could cut that shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, and maybe I have to do more research into it, right? Because when I hear international feature, and I may mention it on Facebook, I'm assuming now that any country outside of the United States or
Yeah.
Canada or
Yeah.
England now can make films, right? But is it
Right.
that it has to be of a non-English language now? Now that's what I'm
No,
wondering.
I find you see that I find they should drop that. I mean, okay, obviously English gonna have a bias. Like
Right.
I get why they just do but to me I prefer the term international. No.
Yeah.
That better. But even though
Yeah.
you could make it biased towards English and still technically be thing like it could be from some English speaking country that's like wherever like some Commonwealth country or Australia or something. No. But
Right.
to me I prefer that. No. I don't
Yeah.
like foreign language. Cut that shit out. Like, what does that mean? Foreign language. That's Yeah, no, it kind of dumb.
It means it's an ancient mystical language that we don't know. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? Yeah, but why I'm stressing on that now is because I'm wondering now if, and this is just me, just I don't know, just me dreaming, right? Just dreaming big dreams now. Does this give Caribbean films the opportunity to make it to the Oscars? I would
Well,
like to see that,
I think
but
we always had the opportunities. Just we just never like make anything that good. So that's
I know,
about.
I know, but I would like to
I,
think with
I don't
with
see
the
how that change.
category. I like to think with the category change to that now. You know what I mean? And yeah, we
Nah,
are international, right? Maybe this
yeah,
gives
no,
us
but
a chance. Who knows?
not really. I don't know how that changed the dynamic. Pussy,
Yeah.
because like the end of the day, you just had to like make some good. Type.
Yeah, I know. But now for me, I just see it as the title changed now, so let's see what we can do. I don't
Right,
know how long it'll take, personally. It may take decades, but hey, the door has been open, right? Which I'll get into at the very end. Best documentary short was Learning to Skateboard in a War Zone, awesome title.
right,
Best documentary feature, Your Pick, American Factory.
right,
Um,
and
yeah,
it's a surprise. Right.
right. Best cinematography, of course, Roger Deakins, the God
Yeah.
of
Of course.
cinematography for 1917. Well deserved. Best original screenplay, this blew my mind. Parasite, do. And I was like, will it do?
Yeah.
Because this was my follow up. This was my runner up. And I was telling myself, okay, my dream will, yeah, this would win because, yeah, this has probably the best script of all of the nominees
Yeah.
for Best Picture. And yeah, when I heard it, I was like, well, will it do? Bong reach, way. Bong reach with
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it got even more surprising now when Best Adapted Screenplay, Taika Waititi won though for Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
to me was a big surprise. Well, you
I
know what I
thought,
mean?
yeah, I really thought,
Just when I thought that Bong winning was a surprise, then they hit you with
yeah,
Taika, but I like, well,
I thought Little Women I get through, but nah, yeah. I thought, yeah, Jojo Rabbit up there because like I forget what the book is about, but it's about a whole story behind it. That's basically I do also the research after the fact now. I'm
okay.
like, oh, okay, this could win too. So, all right.
Yeah. I think it's a book that his mom had shown him when he was
Yeah,
young. I think that's what he mentioned in his speech. So I was like, okay,
yeah, it's out.
that's nice. Yeah, but yeah, Taika with his Oscar, props to him. I just want an Oscar with the script for Thor, Love and Thunder, please. Just make it real, Dread, please. Yeah. Anyway, best animated feature, my pick, Toy Story 4.
Right,
Um,
right,
and now we get to the heavy hitters now, right? So best director, this was a big surprise for me. Bong Joon-ho for Parasite, babe.
right.
The
I
movie
wasn't that
will,
surprised.
yes, but for me, I was just like, well,
I forget
well,
what I picked up.
I think you picked him. I think you
Okay,
picked him. Yeah, yeah. No, if not him, Sam Mendes. It's either Bongan or
I
Sam
know.
that you pick.
Yeah, that's Sam Mendes and true. That's true.
Right. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, this was a big surprise for me too, boy, because
Right.
well, yes, Alfonso Cuarón won for Roma, a while back now. But it's like, but you have Scorsese and you have Sam Mendes, you have so much big names there. It's like, well, Bong Joon-ho, and then boom, the man win there. So yeah, I was
Yeah, yeah.
I was really happy for that. Best supporting actress, we had, well, not surprised, Laura Dern for Marriage Story.
Right. Yeah, we kind of called out. Yeah.
Right, and I love her speech that she did, dedicated to her parents, Diane Ladd, who I never knew she was related to. I mean, I know she was Bruce Dern's daughter, but I didn't know that she was Diane Ladd's daughter. So I didn't know that Diane Ladd and
Right.
Bruce Dern were married. I didn't even know Diane was still alive, though. Like, shit, right? Um, Lead actress, yeah, Renee Zellweger for Judy. This was the one I was saying. Yes, I have a feeling the Academy would have warm up to me because she's playing Judy Garland.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know I have a reason to actually watch the entirety of the film. 'Cause as I
Yeah,
mentioned
I
last
think
episode,
right?
I watched like 25 minutes and I'm just like, okay, where's the show going?
Yeah, yeah. But I think I called this one, right? I was like, yeah, you played it. What's your play? You have a person playing an old Hollywood starlet. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going
Um.
after that. Hollywood
Right.
love Hollywood.
Exactly. Exactly. So two more categories to go. Lead actor. Of course, Joaquin Phoenix, the
Right.
Joker, right?
Yeah, no
I
surprise.
was like, yes, rejoice, DC fans. Yes, he win, right? Everybody knew
Yeah,
he was
no,
going to
no
win.
surprise. No surprise.
But here's the thing, right? So I love that he puts himself out there when he does these speeches. Like, you could tell he's drawing from like this deep-rooted emotion, and when he talks on the mic, when he does these speeches, right? And like looking at him and his career and all that, you know that he draws upon that when he does a performance, right? Like with Joker, it's so emotionally grounded, right? It's like, well, yeah, you know what I mean? I have to pull from that, you know what I mean? I have to pull from, rage and anger and all that kind of stuff and sadness and loss and all that kind of stuff, right? But honestly, you had any issue with his acceptance speech? I would say it ran too long though, but I just felt like the first half he was rambling a lot. Because he was
Right.
talking about, the value of life and, how we abuse, Mother Nature. And he didn't use Mother Nature, but he's kind of talking about, the earth resources and how we abuse ourselves. And, it's all about love and love. And when he kind of brought it back to himself and how he was as a person, coming up as an actor, and then he mentions brother in the end. It's like, okay, it kind of started to make sense there. But the first half I just felt was a little on the rambling side of things there. But yeah, what were
Right.
your
Right.
thoughts on this speech?
Oh no, yeah, I actually liked it because people were saying, "Oh, it was just this completely incoherent thing." And when I listened to it, it was like I kind of get what he was going for. I thought it was pretty emotional.
It
Uh,
was like tell that the man was about
yeah,
about to break down and cry. Can you just move
yeah,
away from the mic ever so often, like he was going to tear up now?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was pretty emotional for it. I get what he's trying to go for. It's just trying to universalize suffering and how this. I kind of get what you're trying to go for.
right.
And yeah, that was a good speech actually. And then
Yeah,
he bring it back to River Phoenix in the end, didn't it? It's like, oh shit.
yeah, that was great. That was great. I really, really dug that. But I think it's because people was kind of expecting him to talk about the film and what the film was
Nah,
trying to say, or was the
nah.
controversy meant, what I mean? Was it worth it in the end, you know what I mean? But
Right.
it just kind of come off as, what I mean? It's all about love and, loving each
Well,
other and stuff.
yeah,
So,
a big part of it was the animal rights and all of that stuff about it. I was like, okay, I get what you're going for. I like, all
yeah,
right,
when he was mentioning, the whole cow stuff and milk, I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
but then I was like, okay, just keep on listening. Let's see if he makes a point. And then when he made the point, it's like, oh, okay, okay.
right, yeah.
But
I don't have a problem with the speech per se. I mean, yeah, okay, you could, you're not the most elegant in live action, fine, but that's good. I thought it was a good speech actually.
right, yeah. And a lot of people have been expressing their admiration for that speech too. I think it's one that'll go down in history as probably one of the most memorable in my opinion. But I was just
Yeah,
worried going in that okay, he's kind of rambling, he's losing his way. But like I said, thankfully he found his way and just made it so potent. So now for the last one, best picture, and I'll admit, right? So my reaction when I heard when Gene Fonda, by the way, came in and said that the best picture goes to, and I heard Parasite,
yeah.
I
I,
legit lost my
I was shocked.
shit. I was
Yeah,
like,
but
well, would
yeah,
do.
yeah, because I really thought they would have given it to 1970 there.
Me too. Or
Cause
or
like that, you can't give
well, I will say, by then I kind of like what would have been real funny is if the Irishman won. But I was like, nah,
that's
it's way, way too late. It's way too late. It's way too late.
yeah,
Sorry. And before we get to before we continue the best picture stuff, I forgot to mention when Bong Joon-ho, when Bong, sorry, collected his award for best director. I love the moment where he paid respect to Martin Scorsese. We talked about when he was in film school.
yeah,
he watched his films, and you could see Marty had a little twinkle in his eye. To like, oh God,
yeah.
no, like the smile
Yeah,
he has is like yes. And to me, that is like the biggest victory he had.
exactly. Because
Last night.
ultimately, like even though Irishman didn't get through, like you can't say like thing is like the Parasite just feel like a classic goddamn film now.
It
Like
does.
it
It
just
does. Yeah.
such pure artwork in terms of the cinema. And like I know people like this gatekeeping bullshit with that, but nah, boy, it was like you can't go wrong. Like they nail it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, the man nailed it. Well, everybody making the joke with this boy Parasite win, even though the Oscars did have a host.
Okay. Okay. I like that. That was funny. That was funny. That was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so as he make that joke.
Yeah.
No, I as an academy, I was in terms of the show itself. I thought the show. I'm gonna be kind of be honest. I thought the show kind of sucked. I could totally understand why the show had the lowest ratings because they probably need to get back a host like a genuinely charismatic host, somebody who really popular. I'm not sure they're gonna do. It's a shame that what happened to Kevin Hart happened to him. Because I find it's kind of bullshit what happened to him, frankly.
Yeah.
But they could get somebody really popular, try to get back a host and try to make it focus. Try to make it a little more focused this time. I thought it was one of the worst in terms of the actual show itself, but in terms of the awards and who won, it was like, yeah, I not mad at any of this. Like none of it.
Neither me. But yeah,
No,
with Parasite winning though, I was so overjoyed because what I
yeah,
said with my predictions, I said that in my
yeah,
dream world, you know what I mean, where anything is possible, this would have been my pick. But I was
yeah,
worried
yeah,
that, oh well, it's non-American film, so it has no
yeah.
chance. But this
And it
one
had
came in and literally became the first
at
non-English
the
speaking
scenes,
film to win that category, Trent.
and it's a subs film, eh? It's not dubs, eh? Because
Yeah,
like last time that happened was Crouching Tiger, but Crouching Tiger was dubbed.
yeah. Well, that was for best well when they call it foreign language film, right? That's well they want that and some other stuff too, some more technical
No,
stuff.
I think it won Best Picture. What won Best Picture that year?
No, no, Crouching Tiger didn't win no best picture.
What Crouching Tiger
I
win?
wish it did. No, Gladiator.
All right, yeah,
Yes,
all right.
Gladiator won in well for the well it came out in 2000 along with Crouching Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, won right. But yeah, this winning best picture, Dread, is a
Yeah.
big deal to me. Because I mean, not only because it's a non-American film, but it just also shows that a any film now, you know me, regardless of what country it's from,
Yeah.
provided that it's written
The
well,
Parasite.
acted well,
The
all
thing
that
is
kind of
that
stuff, has a
Parasite
chance.
had a big yeah, no, Parasite had a big marketing campaign too. I'd imagine that it was a hype thing from a while. So it had a lot of momentum. It won the
Yes.
Palme d'Or. It had it it get a lot. So like this was not it wasn't that big of a surprise, but at the same time I was super happy that it won did. That did
Yeah,
win. Yeah.
me too. I am so glad it won. It is literally the best film of the those category in that category though. But other than that though, just to sum things up, I am just glad that well, with the exception of the Irishman, the poor Irishman, everybody in the best picture nomination won something in category won something. I'm glad Ford v Ferrari won two
Yeah.
awards. Jojo win one, Little Woman win one, Marriage Story won. 1917 um one no did it win one no it won two sorry
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood two you know what I mean and
Yeah.
Parasite well
And
four right
2019 was I would say probably since not since 2014 was one of the best years for film general. So
yeah
everything
yeah
that
yeah
I like win. Yeah. I mean, I still, a little upset over a couple of films again, through like on Uncut Gems and thing, but still. Yeah, I really can't be mad at this. This was like a generally satisfactory Oscars overall.
yeah so
Yeah.
yeah you're right so while I understand why it was the lowest rated I actually kind of enjoy this though. Well, with the exception of these drawn out, intros, before the presentations, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I was pretty much satisfied with everything though. No one win disappointment or piss me off or ram up a wall. I mean, well, Parasite within me, I lost my shit. But at the same time, I was like, it was just all for happiness though, because yeah, it was both of our favorite films of last year. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a classic. It's just a goddamn classic, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah, for me though, I just can't wait to see just in terms of foreign language film, I mean, what we get next. I mean, um yeah, just the mere fact that people have gravitated so positively towards Parasite. This meaning because it just has such a universal theme, right? And story and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, no I know I probably probably just delusional or whatnot. I like well yeah people down here like in the Caribbean where we trying to maintain an industry and whatnot like dude if a film from South Korea could win Best Picture Dread, what I say first, I know it will take forever and a day perhaps, but yeah it's like the floodgates have been opened now, so yeah, so filmmakers out there, screenwriters out there, it may not be you, it may not be me, you as in Ricardo, it may not be me as in Matthew. But yeah, let me just make some dope shit, man. Or if not, at least let me just continue to praise good films and you know what I mean, encourage people to at least check them out, man. So
Yeah.
in closing though, as far as the wins go, and well the wins pretty much way outweigh the clumsiness of the show itself. So yeah, I will give this. Yeah, we actually rated the ceremony as a whole. I think we did this last year, year before. Just a 4 out of 5. I can't say decent or strong, just a four.
Yeah,
I was satisfied by this. This is one that actually will live on with me, though. Just the memories of, especially just hearing, and the best picture award goes to Parasite. Just that alone. Just paraphrasing here, but just that alone, yeah, that's just inspirational to me. So yeah, this is one that will live on in my memory for a long while, though. I don't know about you, but what's your final thoughts on rating and just what you got out of this award ceremony in general?
yeah, I agreed mostly. I just like, uh, they did what they had to do. I don't know. I give it about the same rating as you. We're about 4. We are 8 out of 10. It was good. Again, the show itself kind of sucked, but because everybody do what they had to do, I don't have any problem with that.
Right.